The top stories tonight in Y News. The transport group Piston decides to push forward with their three-day strike, which officially commenced today despite engaging in dialogue with the Land Transportation Franchising and Regulatory Board, or LTFRB.
Atinito Coalition shares plan to conduct civilian supply mission in the West Philippine Sea in December.
Justice Secretary Crispin Remulla reveals that they will recommend to the President a shift from the current process of issuing Philippine visas to Chinese nationals, where the Department of Foreign Affairs handles visa issuance, to outsourcing this responsibility to a third-party service provider, VFS Global.
And Israel raises accusations against the Hamas militant group, claiming that a soldier who was held captive has been executed, with 2 foreigners currently being held hostage.
Good evening, Philippines and the world. Today is Monday, the 28th of November, 2023. Join us in the next hour as we deliver today's top stories around the Philippines and in other parts of the world. I am Mariela Toza.
We are also seen in 1,935 satellite monitoring centers nationwide and via live streaming worldwide through the UNTV News and Rescue social media channels. I am Marby Delphine.
First in the news. The transport group Piston has announced its decision to press on with a 3-day transport strike despite engaging in dialogue with the Land Transportation Franchising and Regulatory Board, or LTFRB. JP Nunez will tell us why.
Amidst the ongoing tension between the Land Transportation Franchising and Regulatory Board, or LTFRB, and the transport group Piston, the situation has taken a new turn. The LTFRB continues to assert that it needs further study on the provisions laid out in the Public Utility Vehicle Modernization Program, or PUVMP. However, in response to this, Piston has decided to push forward with their 3-day strike, which officially commenced today. In a pivotal moment, LTFRB Chairman Chofilo Guadis III and Piston National President Modi Floranda engaged in a dialogue at 4 p.m. during group stage protests. Floranda expressed concern, urging the LTFRB to scrap the deadline for consolidation and to reinstate the 5-year validity of individual operators' franchises. Chairman Guadis responded, assuring that the board would carefully study their requests. However, after the dialogue, Piston raised questions about the timeline for the LTFRB's review of the PUVMP, particularly given the looming deadline of December 31. Meanwhile, the Metropolitan Manila Development Authority, or MMDA, has reported that the transport strike has had no major impact in Metro Manila. MMDA Acting Chairman Attorney Don Artes stated that no routes have been paralyzed for commuters.
Amin pong masasabi na baka nga po normal Monday morning rush hour foot traffic lamang ito. It's just that ayaw na po namin maipon, kaya immediately pag nakakakita kami ng 20-30 persons na nasa karsada na nag-aabang na masasakyan, kaagad po nating dinideploy yung mga preposition assets po natin.
To manage the situation, the MMDA deployed over 100 out of almost 700 augmentation vehicles prepared for this contingency. In a separate development, the LTFRB declared that they would not issue show-cause orders to jeepney operators participating in the strike, as long as they refrain from blocking roads or engaging in any confrontations that could disrupt the flow of traffic.
Initially po, we will not issue a penalty provided po hindi niyo sasaklawan yung mga gustong pumasada. Kasi pag ginawa ho ninyo yan, pwede ho namin suspindi ng inyong prangkisa. Hindi ho kayo mambabato ng mga jeep or maglalagay ng spike kung hindi kayo po ay huhuliin ng PNP.
JP Nunez, UNTV News and Rescue. We serve the people, we give glory to God.
The National Capital Region Police Office, or NCRPO, has confirmed a relatively smooth first day of the transport strike with no recorded untoward incidents. In an official statement, NCRPO Director Police Major General Jose Melenso Nartates Jr. reassured the public that the NCRPO stands ready for any eventuality that may arise during the ongoing transport strike. He highlighted the proactive measures taken to ensure the safety and convenience of commuters. To address potential disruptions, the NCRPO deployed an impressive fleet of 48 vehicles to provide free rides for commuters affected by the strike. Additionally, more than 5,000 NCRPO personnel from the Civil Disturbance Management Unit and Reactionary Standby Support Force were strategically placed at key locations, including places of convergence, borders, and vital installations.
The Department of Justice, or DOJ, is charting a new course in the issuance of the Philippine visas for Chinese nationals. Rather than familiar grounds of the Department of Foreign Affairs, or DFA, the reins of this diplomatic endeavor are set to be handed over to a private service provider. Dante Amental will tell us why.
Justice Secretary Crispin Remulla disclosed Monday that they will recommend to the President that the process of issuing Philippine visas to Chinese nationals will be transferred from the Department of Foreign Affairs, or DFA, to a third-party service provider, VFS Global. These amid discoveries that supposedly legitimate legal documents were issued to Chinese nationals following raids against Philippine offshore gaming operators, or POGO hubs. Remulla stressed that this will pose a threat to the national security.
I-recommend namin sa Pangulo na wag na DFA ang mag-issue ng mga visa ng mga tao galing sa China sapagkat ito po ay nagkakaroon ng problema ang ating bansa dito.
The Justice Chief explained that VFS Global can verify documents or data will be submitted by these Chinese nationals, which the DFA has no capability of.
Pagka kagaya ng VFS, yung third-party provider, ang tumingin, napakadali nila i-validate yan sa loob ng China. Ang DFA natin, wala nang kapasidad dito. Walang kapasidad.
On the question why China, Remulla said, "We have also a current dispute with them over the West Philippine Sea."
China kasi alam naman natin may hidwaan tayo sa West Philippine Sea. At napakadali nating magpapasok minsan hindi mo na alam kung bakit nakakapasok sa atin yung ibang mga Chino na parang namang hindi totoo yung mga kanilang sinasabit sa mga embassy natin na informasyon. Diyan, yan ang problema natin sa ating visa issuing system. Wala namang kakayahan ang DFA na evaluate ang China visas natin.
The Department of Foreign Affairs has yet to release a statement on the issue at hand. Dante Amento, UNTV News and Rescue. We serve the people. We give glory to God.
Firefighters in Brazil prematurely celebrated the end of fire season on Facebook, only to face renewed challenges as fires surged once again in the Pantanal wetlands during the first 2 weeks of November. This latest outbreak damaged 1.9 million acres of the world's largest tropical wetland. Maven Carrizo will tell us why.
Preliminary data from the Federal University of Rio de Janeiro reveals that during the initial 2 weeks of November, fires intensified by abnormally dry and hot conditions ravaged approximately 1.9 million acres of the largest tropical wetlands globally, which is 65% of the total fire-related damage in the region for the current year. The Pantanal, rich in biodiversity with thousands of plants and animal species, is facing severe environmental damage due to fires fueled by dry and hot conditions. The Encontro das Aguas Park, known for its jaguar population, has turned from green to brown. Recently, Associated Press journalists witnessed a jaguar amidst burned vegetation on river banks. In the initial 17 days of November, Brazil's National Institute for Space Research, a federal agency, identified 3,380 fires in the Pantanal, a significant surge from the 69 fires recorded during the same period last year. This surpasses previous fire season records dating back to 1998. Renata Libonati, in charge of the Federal University of Rio de Janeiro's fire alert system for the Pantanal, expressed that this is highly unusual. Typically, the fire season concludes in October with increased humidity and rainfall. However, what is currently observed is an extension of the fire season. While this year's fire have not yet reached the dramatic scale of 2020, when over 3.5 million hectares of the Pantanal, about 30% of wetlands, were consumed by flames, causing widespread harm to animals, including jaguars, there is still a notable impact. Small reptiles and amphibians appear to be the primary casualties in this year's tragedy as well. Maven Carrizo, UNTV News and Rescue, we serve the people, we give glory to God.
The death toll from Friday's earthquake in southern Mindanao has now reached 9. The National Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council, or NDRRMC, is currently in the process of validating the reported casualties. According to NDRRMC Deputy Spokesperson Mark Timbal, they are actively coordinating with local governments to gather more detailed information about the impact of the earthquake. Alongside the 9 reported fatalities, there have been no missing persons, but 15 individuals sustained injuries as per the agency's data.
Tinutukoy pa po natin lahat po ng mga detalye nitong kanilang pagkasawi at ito po ay inaantay natin mula sa mga kasamahan natin diyan sa local government unit at saka sa mga disaster managers din po.
On a positive note, power and communication services have been fully restored in the areas affected by the earthquake. Meanwhile, the NDRRMC continues its close collaboration with local governments to provide necessary assistance. As of now, no local government has requested the declaration of a state of calamity. Local officials are currently convening to assess the extent of the damage caused by the earthquake. Mark Timbal assures that the NDRRMC is ready to support local government units in their recovery efforts.
Ang ating pong maigagarantiya sa kanila po ay ang nakaantabay palagi ang ating national government pati ang regional disaster councils natin para magbigay ng tulong sa kanila over and above doon sa tinutulong nila direkta doon sa kanilang mga kababayan o mga nasasakupan.
In a resolute display of unity and a staunch assertion of sovereignty rights in the West Philippine Sea, various groups are set to embark on a civilian supply mission to Ayungin Shoal on December 5. This mission serves as a powerful response to China's persistent harassment in the region. The collaborative effort aims to emphasize the country's commitment to defending its territorial integrity in the face of external pressures. In anticipation of this critical mission, the Atin Ito Coalition has organized a noteworthy event on November 29, the West Philippine Sea musical event.
Beyond its humanitarian objectives, this mission is bold but peaceful assertion of our nation's sovereign rights and territorial integrity in the face of persistent aggression and incursions by China. Through this collective effort, we aim to send a resounding message of unity and resilience, standing strong against challenges to our maritime sovereignty.
Held at the UP Alumni House, the concert features a lineup of renowned artists including Noel Cabangon, Ebe Dancel, Lolita Carbon, Bayang Barrios, Grace Note, Six Cycle Mind, Lian and Nara, and others. However, what sets this concert apart is its purpose. It serves as a platform to collect donations, and the drive will not accept cash. Instead, organizers encourage all in-kind donations that can directly be utilized by fishermen and frontliners in the West Philippine Sea.
Dahil mahalaga po ang musika sa paghihikayat sa mga kababayan natin dahil kaming mga musicians, artists bilang mga Pilipino ay meron din kaming duty to show our patriotism. At ang issue na ito ay hindi rin po nalalayo sa amin. Kaya samahan niyo po kami sa paghikayat sa mga kababayan natin na panoorin ang November 29 concert atin ito.
In the midst of the impeachment issue, the alliance between President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. and Vice President Sara Duterte remains unwavering. The president assured that they are closely monitoring the developments surrounding the alleged attempt to oust the vice president from her position. Vice President Sara Duterte, for her part, expresses confidence in the trust President Marcos Jr. continues to place in her, even in the face of impeachment talks. She reveals that this was a matter they discussed before the president left for the United States. Despite their confidence, they are conducting a thorough investigation into the purported attempts to remove her from office.
I believe I still have the trust of President Marcos Jr. Why? Because before he left, I asked him about the impeachment and he told me the truth that he knows about the impeachment.
President Marcos Jr. acknowledges that impeachment issues are not uncommon in government, but they remain vigilant and will closely watch developments. He firmly stated that he would not allow the vice president to be ousted from her position.
Lahat naman kami merong ganyan eh. So I don't think it's particularly unusual. I don't think it's particularly worrisome. You know, there will always be an element that will want to change the results of an election. So I of course pinabantayan namin na mabuti because we don't want her to be impeached. We don't want her to. She does not deserve to be impeached. So we will make sure that this is something that we will pay very close attention to.
Meanwhile, in a stern announcement today, the Department of Agriculture issues a warning stating that import permits face cancellation unless importers fulfill their obligations to bring rice into the country. On a different note, the DA reassures the public of a stable onion price. Ray Pelayo will tell us the details.
In a recent briefing before the House Committee on Agriculture and Food, Department of Agriculture officials informed lawmakers about projection for the year's end. The DA anticipated rice buffer stock sufficient for 90 days of the country's consumption. This is achievable considering the arrival of all import volume allowed by the A. Rice import would reach 2.8 million metric tons this year or 1 million metric tons lower compared to last year. Agriculture Secretary Francisco Laurel Jr. warns importers to immediately bring the rice.
I asked somebody to meet the importers. Sabi ko sa kanila, pag hindi nyo import yan, within 30 days, hindi kayo mabili ng PO, kakancelin ko lahat yan. Because I don't want to be held hostage by permits that were issued to them upon their request.
The Agri-Chief also assures that the onion price surge happened last year will not happen again.
I confirm that the price of sibuyas pula today is 140 today, and sibuyas puti is 110. And I'm closely monitoring this, and we will do action para hindi na mangyari yung nangyari noong nakaraang taon.
Additionally, the department plans to implement measures to curb potential sugar price surges.
There are actually ample stocks in the local inventory, but these were all contracted by the industrial players. Then there's the disparity nga na dapat ang asukal should be around 85 lang, hindi 100. So we are doing some interventions soon in order to address these problems, but unfortunately I cannot diverge in public kung ano yung mga interventions na
na aming gagawin through the efforts of DTI, SRA, and DA.
Ray Pelayo, UNTV News and Rescue. We serve the people. We give glory to God.
Accusations against Hamas were raised by Israel on Sunday, claiming that a soldier held captive named Noah Marciano has been executed with 2 foreigners being held hostage. In defense to the allegations, Hamas stated that Noah was killed in an Israeli airstrike, but forensics reports that she had not sustained. Daniel Hagari addressed the details on the death of Noah and sent their condolences to her family.
Hamas terrorists took Noah into Shifa Hospital, where she was murdered quickly. Hamas murdered Noah inside Shifa Hospital. Our thoughts are with Noah's family. We send our heartfelt condolences to the family. We did not reach Noah in time.
Israel continues to search for 240 people kidnapped by Hamas after the cross-border assault which occurred on October 7. In a remote French territory 5,000 miles away from mainland France, Mayotte Island is grappling with a severe water crisis exacerbated by the relentless effect of climate change. Originally colonized by France in 1841, Mayotte became a French department in 2011. However, its isolation in the Indian Ocean, situated between Mozambique and Madagascar, presents unique challenges. With a population of 310,000, the island is now facing an acute shortage of portable water. Climate change is a significant factor in the prolonged drought, and residents are contending with restricted access to water, often available for a few hours every few days. Compounding the issue, the limited water supply is frequently contaminated and unfit for consumption. In response to the escalating situation, the French government delivered 600,000 liters of bottled water in September to aid the vulnerable residents. The government has also suspended water bills for all residents, acknowledging the severity of the issue. And those are the reasons behind the news in other parts of the globe. I am Bianca Quijano, live from Toronto, Canada. Good evening.
The GSIS Furies have now taken the lead in Group A after securing their 3rd consecutive victory in yesterday's UNTV Cup Season 10 eliminations at the Ninoy Aquino Stadium in Manila. Their impressive performance positions them at the top of the standings, demonstrating strength and consistency on the court. Meanwhile, the rookie team Comelec Vanguards faced a tough challenge in their matchup against the PNP Responders. JP Nunez reports.
Yesterday's matchup in UNTV Cup Season 10 eliminations between the Comelec Vanguards and the PNP Responders proved to be a fierce battle. Richard Villanueva was the standout player, unleashing an impressive performance with 26 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 steals, igniting the PNP's offense against the Comelec. The Comelec Vanguards fought hard, but time ran out as the PNP Responders clinched the victory with a final score of 99-95.
With the effort ng lahat ng team, ng players, at saka coaching staff na paghandaan yung namin talaga. Lalo na daming shooter ng Comelec, so Talagang ang hirap yung challenge, tapos si Namukatkat, ang galing talaga mag-facilitate din at the same time.
Yung pre-access namin, binigyan naman namin, nag-execute naman kami. However, we fell short. Just so happens na PNP played better than us, and we acknowledge that na mas maganda yung nilaro nila at execution nila. So, for us, back to the drawing board, kailangan namin mag-practice ulit and better execution ng mga pre-access namin ng mga plays.
This win propels the PNP responders to the second spot in Group B, boasting a 2-1 win-loss record. In the second game, a nail-biter unfolded between the NHA Home Masters and the Malacanang Team OPPMS Trailblazers. Anton Lustestica Jr. broke an 88-point deadlock with a three-pointer in the last 2 minutes, giving the NHA Home Masters the edge. However, the Trailblazers, led by Kenneth Aljard, swiftly responded, tying the game at 91 points. Alvin Vitog's quick 5-point run proved crucial, securing the momentum for the NHA Home Masters. Despite a late surge from the OPPMS, the NHA Home Masters emerged victorious, 98-93. Vitog tallied an impressive 39 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2 steals. While EJ Elijah contributed 25 points and 11 rebounds, earning them the title of Best Players of the game.
At least yung mga players namin, mas determinado silang manalo. Talagang lumaban sila sa every possession, hindi sila nawalan ng pag-asa. Dikit yung laban tapos underman pa kami. Pero lahat naman nag-step up para makuha namin yung panalo.
Bricks of the game talaga. Hindi natin masasabi kung sino mananalo. Kung sino yung mas eager manalo, siya talaga yung mananalo.
Moving on to the third game, the GSIS Furies currently lead Group A standings with an impeccable 3-0 win-loss record. The GSIS defeated the Judiciary 89-81, with Reniboy Bansali's outstanding performance of 18 points, 6 boards, 7 dimes, and 3 steals, and Carlito Rubio's contribution of 16 points and 5 rebounds.
My players just played smart down the stretch. Si Popoy Bansali was making the right plays and everybody was chipping in defensively. That's why we were making stops down the stretch. So it's a good thing we stopped that run ng Judiciary late in the fourth quarter. That's why we won.
Siguro naging story ng game is we had a slow start. Lousy yung start namin Then nung second half, going to the second half, sabi namin mag-adjust tayo sa defense namin. Ayun, siguro nakahabol kami. Pero ganun talaga, breaks of the game. May nananalo, may natatalo. Siguro sila yung much better team ngayon kaysa amin.
As we look ahead to Thursday, the UNTV Cup triple-header games will return to Paco Arena in Manila, promising more thrilling basketball action. JP Nunez, UNTV, News and Rescue. We serve the people, we give glory to God.
In a historic moment, Nicaragua's candidate Shanes Palacio was crowned Miss Universe 2023, marking the first time in history for all Central American nations to claim the coveted title. The 23-year-old mental health activist and audiovisual producer stood out among the 88 contestants vying for the crown. Palacio triumphed over tough competition, including Thailand's Antonia Porcillo, who secured the first runner-up position, and Australia's Mariah Wilson, who earned the title of the second runner-up. While the Miss Universe journey concluded for the Philippines, Representative Michelle D, who reached the top 10 finalists, she left an indelible mark. Despite not clinching the crown, D was recognized as one of the gold winners in the Voice for Change category, alongside Miss Angola and Miss Puerto Rico. She also received the Spirit Cruise Award for the outstanding performance. Although many Filipino fans expressed disappointment over the Philippines not securing the Miss Universe crown, Michelle D expressed gratitude for the rare opportunity to represent her country on the global stage. She thanked everyone for their unwavering support throughout her journey. Arcos ng Bahay. As the world faces these trying times amid the various challenges and uncertainties, we are inviting everyone to join the global prayer for humanity.
Good day. I'm Brother Eli Soriano of the members of the Church of God International. I want to invite you to join us in a minute of prayer every day to pray for humanity and the whole world as we go through these perilous times. While safety measures like washing of hands and strengthening of our immune systems may help us through this horrible predicament, there is still no precaution or cure more powerful than God's mighty intervention. And we need His intervention now more than ever. It doesn't matter what religion you are in or what denomination you belong. This is an invitation for all the people around the world who cares for the future of their family, friends, loved ones, and humanity as a whole. Everybody is welcome to pray with us. For more details, you can check out the description box below. Thank you very much, and I hope to hear from you soon. May God bless you.
And before we close, we will leave you with the word, giving glory to God. From the book of Psalms, chapter 106, verse 3, it says, "Blessed are they that keep judgment, and he that doeth righteousness at all times." And those are the reasons behind the news November 20, 2023. Reasons we deliver to you as they unfold. I am Marvy Delfin, live from Australia.
Because we need to know, we will always ask why. I am Maria Latoza, live from Australia. We serve the people, we give glory to God.
Amin pong masasabi na baka nga po normal Monday morning rush hour foot traffic lamang ito. It's just that ayaw na po namin maipon, kaya immediately pag nakakakita kami ng 20-30 persons na nasa karsada na nag-aabang na masasakyan, kaagad po nating dinideploy yung mga preposition assets po natin.
Initially po, we will not issue a penalty provided po hindi niyo sasaklawan yung mga gustong pumasada. Kasi pag ginawa ho ninyo yan, pwede ho namin suspindi ng inyong prangkisa. Hindi ho kayo mambabato ng mga jeep or maglalagay ng spike kung hindi kayo po ay huhuliin ng PNP.
I-recommend namin sa Pangulo na wag na DFA ang mag-issue ng mga visa na mga tao galing sa China, sapagkat ito po ay nagkakaroon ng problema ang ating bansa dito. China kasi alam naman natin may hidwaan tayo sa West Philippine Sea at napakadali nating magpapasok minsan hindi mo na alam kung bakit nakakapasok sa atin yung ibang mga Chino na parang namang hindi totoo yung mga kanilang sinasabit sa mga embassy natin na informasyon. Diyan, yan ang problema natin sa ating visa issuing system. Wala namang kakayahan ang DFA na evaluate ang China visas natin.
tinutukoy pa po natin lahat po ng mga detalye nitong kanilang pagkasawi at ito po ay inaantay natin mula sa mga kasamahan natin diyan sa local government unit at saka sa mga disaster managers din po. Ang ating pong maigagarantiya sa kanila po ay ang nakaantabay palagi ang ating national government pati ang regional disaster councils natin para magbigay ng tulong sa kanila over and above doon sa tinutulong nila direkta doon sa kanilang mga kababayan o mga nasasakupan.
I asked somebody to meet the importers. Sabi ko sa kanila, pag hindi nyo import yan within 30 days, hindi kayo mabigyan ng PO, kakancelin ko lahat yan. Because I don't want to be held hostage by, permits that were issued to them upon their request. I confirm that the price of sibuyas pula today is 140 today, and sibuyas puti is 110. And I'm closely monitoring this, and we will do action para hindi na mangyari yung nangyari noong nakaraang taon.
Hamas terrorists took Noah into Shifa Hospital, where she was murdered quickly. Hamas murdered Noah inside Shifa Hospital. Our thoughts are with Noah's family. We send our heartfelt condolences to the family. We did not reach Noah in time.